Peak is the hottest game right now, averaging 100,000 concurrent players, 2 million copies of the game sold in less than 1 week alone. Even the creators of the game are shocked by how well it did. They didn't even expect it at all too. Not to mention, it's all thanks to the streamers and content creators in general. They're all over this game right now, posting viral clips and videos, struggling to get to the peak of the island. Me and my friends just recently made it to the highest point on day 3, and I gotta say I'm impressed with this game. It was a good playthrough that really know how to make you feel rewarded when reaching the top finally. It was a great ending to a beautiful game that I most definitely don't want to ditch just yet, so I'm hoping for more, and so are a lot of other players, because believe it or not, the people heavily invested in this game don't even own a PC too, but are just watching others enjoy the game and are sadly being left out of the fun. Hoping the game will come out on their platform soon enough, which I kind of want to take this video to go over, if Peak will ever come to Xbox, PlayStation, and even now Switch 2, since of course the new Switch 2's hardware can handle games like this. Now to answer the question, we gotta start with the basics. The main thing that holds back new great games like this from coming out on console is the early access and release window. Just like other games that's peaked similar to Peak, such as Phasmophobia, Rust, The Forest, 7 Days to Die, and more. These games started off as just a Steam release, exclusive to PC only, then most making its way to console after a year or two. It took some time and growth for this to happen, but for the most part, the port took place after the game came out of early access. When a game is in early access, it's technically still being completely developed, and when that's the case, the developers tend to not even think about console until they actually finish the game and update 1.0 comes out. Only then will they try and work on all this side stuff like expanding the game's platform, extra versions like VR support or mobile release. But when a game comes out as an early access, the main focus is to take in feedback, really build a connection with your community, and figure out what you want to do with the game from here. After the creators of the game release the full game, for the most part with all the games I've mentioned, they eventually come to console after this initial stage, some quicker than others because they have an extra team backing up the development of the game, but with some indie games with just one solo developer, that's not gonna happen. But with Peak right now, they've said themselves, despite the game not being an early access game, with no early access tag or mention from the developers, still their main focus right now is to come out with more patch updates, prioritizing bug fixes and stability first, and then a huge content update afterwards towards the end of the year. So they got their hands tied with fixing the game, tweaking a few things so players can actually have a smooth experience. But for the time being, what we have in front of us, all the content that's available, that's how the game is gonna be. It's technically finished. They're not working on nothing new yet, so maybe they can bring the game to console. Thing is like they said, that's not their main focus. Usually developers don't really say yes or no, pretty much just hit you with the it's possible answer and that's it. But right now, fixing the game is what they want to do. Literally just came out with a patch update while making this video. I'll get more into that in a minute. But indie studios Aggro, Crab, and Landfall games, and the official Peak Discord server, when someone asked if the game would come to more platforms, they said they might decide to support more platforms in the future. People think this just means other platforms like Epic Games, but I don't think so. There's just no way they aren't considering the potential this game has on console, as it's a complete full release. It launched with full controller support for Xbox and PlayStation. Their last game, Another Crab's Adventure, is on Xbox and PlayStation and Switch, including all their other games. For each studio, these guys are planning to get the game over to console, definitely. Might not be this year, but it's happening, as again, they want to perfect what they got going on with the game. But like other games do, when the next big update gets announced, they might just slide a console announcement alongside it. And if they end up launching with crossplay, man, that would just be the cherry on top. Aggro Crab has a handful of titles that launched on PC first and made its way to console shortly after, and so does Landfall. I originally know them from Cluster Truck on Xbox. The studios has port developers within each team. There's just no way this game isn't coming to console, as all their other games are available on console when it first launched on PC exclusively. Keep the tradition going, guys. Don't stop with Peak. Get it over on Xbox, PS5, and the Switch 2. I promise you it would be an insane hit, especially because you have a big advantage, as other friend slop games, as people call it now, have smaller teams and are stuck in early access versions, while Peak just straight up launched full release ready to go. No early build means what we see here is the game pretty much done. All we can expect in the future are probably some new islands, game modes, and cosmetics. The newest patch update, version 1.6a, dramatically improved stability with reconnecting to a game after disconnecting. W feature, by the way, this saved me so many times. Fixed the bug where spamming the climb button when out of stamina kills you instantly. Fixed backpack disappearances when dropped, and max frame rate setting wouldn't work. It's fixed. Other minor bugs patched up are invert X displayed as Y, cosmetics wouldn't update when using passport, voice chat problems, lollipop stamina improvements, rope anchor preview would spawn oddly, and others listed here. New features include only 3 people need to hit next to head back to the lobby, or just 90% of the lobby. Screw AFK players, by the way. Select on controller can be used as push to talk for proximity chat. Again, another hint at a console release. End screen will no longer break. Good for modded lobbies for more than 4 players. W Devs for appreciating modders who managed to make a mod in less than a week that adds more players to the game. They've acknowledged the more players mod. Insane developers, they just adjusted the game to get their mod working better on their game. Just goes to show the potential this game has when it comes to mods in the future. Your character will now point when picking a location. Another nice new feature. Can now also select a carried player on controller only and press interact to drop them. More controller features than anything else. Very interesting. Kind of just proves the point with this whole video, but that's about it for the patch notes. Hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. This game is most definitely coming to console. All cards points towards a console release. At this point, I'm sure of it. Compared to other games that's come out this year like Repo, Schedule 1, and all the other big multiplayer indie games, that's going to take far longer to pop up on console storefronts. Peak, the game's just ready. The backbone of it all is larger. Bigger team with already experienced console developers. These guys have the experience and brain power. They know what they're doing. Just wait until the end of the summer. Peak is about to get far larger than it already is. They just got to get through these hardware and network specific issues to help them speed up development, guys. Just join the beta. It's really easy. Just go to Steam, peek in your library, find the gear icon, or right click on the game, go to properties, then head to the beta section. Password is play peak beta. Playing the beta will help give them feedback to stabilize the game in the future. Your current player, just hop into the beta. This is going to help speed things up for the devs and help them move on to larger content updates as well as a potential console release. Obviously right now there's no confirmed information. The devs can't just give us a set answer as things can change with the game. Their main focus is to cater to current Steam players. Then when things stabilize, come out with extra stuff so we can just predict and speculate for now. But it's like I said, they've done this all before with their other games. These developers are not inexperienced. A console release is bound to happen, especially because all their other games are available on other platforms. No way they would just leave Peak out like that. When comparable to other 2025 multiplayer indie titles, they could cater to that hole in the console community. Waiting for one of the new big indie games to pop up on their console, Peak could actually be the first. And the way I see it, they might just beat everyone else to it. That's why their focus is on network issues and server improvements, as well as controller features like with today's new patch. Means like everyone else has been predicting, they might just change their approach to multiplayer in a future update. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like for more Peak. Hopefully this video gave you guys some insight on what's going on behind the scenes, because not many people are talking about this. But I really do believe this game is going to pop up on next gen console really soon. Just give it a few months. At least some sort of announcement should pop up by the end of the year. If I'm wrong, then 2026 for sure. But trust me, take a look at my other videos. It's happened already. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.